Hello friends of the Northern Entertainment and welcome to Between the Stars. This game is, it might be very surprising for some of you to see me play this, but I was a role player, old school pen and paper, and this game is very close to that in a lot of ways. Now this is not the beginning of the This is not the beginning of a mission, this is not even the beginning of the game. I played it already for about, probably 2.5, 3 hours. Just to get us to a point where there's something happening, because there is a long prologue. And the prologue is, once you are past that, then it gets a little bit more in-depth, and it comes a little bit more, the whole character progression and stuff like that is coming a lot more into play. However, I hope that in these 25 to 30 minutes that I'm going to show you the game, you can make up your mind if you want this as a full series. If you do, then I will go back and we're going to start all the way from the beginning. And yeah, you will see the whole storyline, because there is a very high or very strong plot line behind the whole game. And I think it could be really fun because of the storyline, and because I know a lot of you guys like roleplay as well. So that being said, our main mission at the moment is to recover the to escort two to escort 2 tow ships to the wreck of the Genesis. Now, the Genesis was the ship that our young captain here was trained on, and so the fact that we only have a recovery and not a rescue should give you an idea of what exactly happened. It's a long story. It's definitely it's definitely different to explain what all happened. To make a long story short, basically the Genesis was the flagship of the fleet. The Children of the Sun is a splinter group, is a partisan group, and we are already getting attacked. Well, there you go. Oh boy. That's no good. Those are... Alright. Oh, I can do that. I was 50 and I'm already down to 50% as well. Wow, they have pretty good weapons. 15%. Well, the good news is that my little launcher, that's good, and we are disappearing. Yeah, they still see us, of course. Now this, any idea where we are? Here we are. Hi there. Unfortunately, those weapons do way too quickly overheat, so... But hey. So basically it's RPG with space combat. It's a nice combination as far as I'm concerned. Oh, there is more missiles incoming. Now you have a problem though, because my rapid fire is recharged. How do you like that, dude?
Excellent work, team. Are you all okay?
Yeah, that is a good question. What do we have? What do we have? Hardened organic crystal, 300 credits, and some organic. There's synthetic minosite, hardened eurovite, and credits. Okay. I hate to say that, but we have to abort. We have to go back to the space station for now. Ideally without running into space garbage. Allied space station, where? There. Okay. Go. Shoo. Actually, let's jump out of that quickly and have a look here. Internal departments. Let's see how our crew members do first of all. They are all doing well. My department. Did we get anything useful? No. Can't upgrade. Okay, fair enough. Now we do have, most of our stuff is Mark II or even Mark III. So it's... Oh, Captain to storage, there we go. The crew member Phillips enters the command room to discuss an issue. Captain, we just finished the provisions tally as you ordered. They don't correspond with the registers we had. Credits. Maybe there's been error in the registry. Could have been a mistake by the merchants. We'll be more careful next time. I'll go and take a look. And the reason that I'll go and take a look is aptitude. And here is really where, for me as an old school pen and paper role player, this rolling the dice makes it all worth it. No. Well, that didn't. Yeah, aptitude level does not allow to succeed. You open the gates, the cargo hold, try to clarify what's happening with the provisions. You look around shelves and cold rooms, but you can't seem to find anything usual. You pick up the reports with the latest report, begin counting supplies. Just as you were told, they don't correspond with the latest tally. Well, have to be very careful in case it happens again. Indeed. Alright, well, let's go back then. We definitely have to go and once we're at the Allied station, we are going to repair and we'll see
Control
how this
tower.
all goes.
We request permission
Okay, Dock 25
Welcome, Captain.
is...
Kick your boots off. My house is your house.
Yeah. There we go. Put everything on the shields and on the engines because we don't need anything on the weapons right now, to be honest. Or not much. Just overheating like crazy anyway. And the flight model is very basic. For sure. Oh no, stop. Let's push that ship down a little bit. There we go. Docking is done pretty much fully automatic as soon as you are close to the arm. It says stop. Commercial zone is where we're gonna repair. 600 this time. Ouch. The Mark, is it Mark 2? Mark 1, that's a Mark 1, that's a Mark 2. An R80, a rocket launch, just a Mark 2. What do we have at the moment in? Light guided. Mark 3. Hull damage 7 per second. In the Mark 2. Oh, 90. Ho ho ho. Indeed, I accept. Yes. Can sell this. Thank you. Don't think we can upgrade it necessarily right now. To a Mark 3. 788, no, not really. But we are repaired and so we can head on out. Don't really want to risk any further trouble. And of course, you have it's quite open to your imagination in what order you're gonna do your missions. I have another mission going there, and that is basically a ancient tablet that I found. I do have also a prisoner on board. That is all in connection with this ancient tablet, but for right now, our first order of business is to... oh, that was where our space battle took place, and here we go again. Otherwise there would be no way that it would slow us down already. Never mind. Our quantum engine. Oh, here we go
Activate
again.
the shields. All hands to battle stations.
Yeah. A lot on the shields. Let's see what... oh, wow. Wow. Wow, those new rockets are...
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Hi there. Oh, you have a bad day ahead of you. Hey, and just in time too.
Excellent work, team.
Ow.
Are you all okay?
Dang it. That is not good, because if you bang into stuff, that goes through your shield and straight, like pretty much straight counts against your hull. Man, that was nice. What's with my power? Power is in the red. That's no bueno. See if we can upgrade the power system here before we jump further. Generator, 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 generate. Token generator. Ah, we should be able... Anybody levels up? No, nobody leveled up. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just go. Oh, wait a second. No, there's a suspicious activity. I didn't want to go there. I want to go and recover the Genesis. So we basically, our job right now is to get, oh no. You keep your sight fixed on terminal window while you watch the power level fluctuate. Yeah, I see that. You find yourself absorbed by the Hubner energy program until my... Captain, we have a problem in the reactor room. There seems to be no problems with... What? There seems... What is it? We're just done talking with when it goes on. It's White, Captain. Crew member Phillips has reported seeing him near the reactor room without protective suit. Pursuing the generators that provide the ship with energy needed to operate were stable, fairly secure as long as they were used with relevant protective equipment. Although the room itself contained much of the radiation emitted, it was more than advisable not to run through the nearby corridors without wearing protective gear. Close the reactor airlocks immediately. I'm afraid that is too late. I assumed that Phillips might deter White, but opening of the reactor room was activated just a minute ago. I've checked the camera system and White is already inside. I've warned White several times to come out, but it seems to fall on deaf ears. At this rate, in just a few minutes, the radiation will have destroyed White's immune system, causing death. My May activates the reactor room camera on all. White looking directly on her face, you can see a slight smile as the lips move. You get faster, cursing all the way. Run to the reactor room. You run all the way to one of the engine rooms that precede the reactor room. You find the crew forming a circle. Without saying anything, you move out of the way. Find Phillips lying on the ground, face completely bloodied. You raise your voice. What the heck's going on? Phyllis responds as well as he can without choking on the blood from his nose, probably broken. It was White, Captain. They've gone completely mental. I found White on the way to your reactor room without a protective suit and tried to stop them. After I told May, as soon as I caught up, I was hit by one of the tools with no hesitation. We have to get our suits on and get her out. Yeah, hurry up. You leave the crew behind until you get to the reactor room. You see White turn around through the porthole of the hatch that separates you from the radiation emitting source. The crew member remain completely still while observing the core of the energy system. You yell at them to come back right away several times, but they don't seem to hear you. No wonder, the hatch seemed made to contain radiation from your reactor. That sound shouldn't get through. It didn't surprise you at all. Desperate, you hit the containment crystal several times without getting an answer. You wanted to get them. You'd have to go into the room. But you knew it was a big risk. The amount of radiation inside was enough to kill an adult just in a few minutes. That they had endured so much was a miracle. The crew member falls underneath to the ground. You know there's not much time left. Enter the room. Disobeying security protocol, you enter the room without protection. You immediately notice the scorching heat running down to the last inch of your body. How could White even lasted so long here? You run to the crew member who's lying on the ground, sigh with relief. The face was raw and full of red rashes from burns, but despite everything, they were still breathing. Giving White a smile, you reassure them. It's alright, White. I'll get you out of here right now. White deliriously responds with a calm smile before fainting. Don't worry, Captain. It's all a dream. Alex North has gained a new attribute. Irradiated. You put the crew member on your back and leave the reactor room to meet the rest of the crew waiting outside. Captain, that was crazy. We will take White to the sick bay. Go to decontaminate immediately. You shouldn't have entered the reactor room without a protective suit. Phillips was right, but there was no alternative. You knew just a few more minutes could have been decisive. Taking the risk of saving a member of your crew showed perfectly just what kind of captain you were. Take White to the sick bay. Before returning to the bridge, you pass through the decontamination room, where you discard your uniform and enter the booth. As the water falls on you, you have some time to think about what happened. They didn't make sense. That didn't make sense. Why would White go into the reactor room unprotected, knowing the consequences? Even if they really wanted to end their own life, there were easier, painless methods. Whatever it was, they were still alive, thanks to you. You get out of the booth and get dressed. You don't know if the result of the tension or radiation itself, but you're starting to feel exhausted. Maybe you can take advantage of the calm to get some sleep before you go back to work. Contract rest. Once again. Dang it! Dang it, dang it, dang it! I say. Well. I don't know. Yes. Gonna take some rest. What is it? B, I think. Is it? Bug report? Oh, no. Oops. Yeah, this is early access, by the way. I should have maybe told you guys that. I completely forgot about that. But hey. You is the one that we need. After the big... So yeah, well, have a rest. After a long day, you retire to your cabin. Your body feels exhausted after so many hours. Alert, you trigger the opening of the hatch with a touch of the panel. Remove your uniform while preparing the clothes for the next day. You wrestle with the bed sheets for a while until you finally fall asleep. The intense heat makes you barely able to breathe. How long were you in that desert? Days, weeks? Your heat hurts, you're thirsty. You fall on all fours. As a result of dehydration, you look up. You hear a great fountain lacquered in pure gold. With your last strength, you run and stick your head inside, trying to swallow more water than you're capable. You lose your footing and fall to the bottom. Darkness. No, a blinding light. A heavenly chant. You look up to the sky, the stars are gone. A shadow invites you to follow. You run through the void to some ruins where the shadow slows down. Why did you bring me here? You try to talk, but no sound comes out of your mouth. You're underwater, you're drowning. The flames rise to the sky. They dance with each other. The shadow turns around and you can see its face. You don't recognize its face despite it being very familiar. Wait, of course you recognize it. You wake up in the darkness of your cabin feeling quite upset. You immediately look at the time and realize with relief that there is still a couple of hours left before you have to get up. You turn around again while you put your pillow back together and dive back into your dreams. May wakes you up at the set time and it takes you a while to figure out what's going on. You remember in a distant way strange nightmares you had, but in spite of everything, the rest had been especially refreshing. You get back to the bridge and get out of your cabin in high spirits, ready for a new day's work. Alex North has gained a new attribute, veteran. Woo! And back to the bridge we go. The assailant who attacked you on the drifting ship is waiting in his cell. Maybe he can shed some light on the nightmare and strange behavior of the crew. Well, let's see. You go back to the ship's cells. You speak to the tablet's plunder again. The first time you visit him, you had barely understood a word of what he said, but little by little everything seemed to start to make sense. Ever since you found the tablet, you've been having strange nightmares. Your dreams were chilling and convoluted. And it was increasingly difficult for you to distinguish them from reality. Strange events had also taken place among the crew, which were becoming more and more difficult to explain. Maybe it was the bewilderment or the desperation to seek an answer, but whatever it was, you were standing in front of the dungeon door ready to try again. You slow down in front of his cell's force field and watch him for a few seconds in silence. The man keeps his back to you while he brushes his fingers across the walls as if he were trying to draw something. Maybe that had been a mistake. Come back for answers. Completely quiet, he looks over his shoulder till he notices you and keeps doing his own thing. In any case, he seemed more active than the first time you spoke to him, and that was a good sign. You proceed. Ever since you were arrested, the crew has been acting strangely. It might be crazy, but I'm starting to think that the tablet you were holding when we caught you has something to do with it. The prisoner starts scribbling on the wall in a frenzied way, so fiercely that you start to see a little blood trail following the trace of his finger. Besides, there are dreams. The man suddenly stops. The prisoner, he speaks to you, he whispers to you. Why do you do it? You mean the tablet? A man observes, thirsty for blood. 1,000 eyes watch, a name for something unspeakable. Haven't you seen him at the bottom of the stars, where humanity has rested for millennia? Are you willing to sacrifice yourself? I don't understand a word you're saying. The man continues to draw frantically as his pace increases. A grain of sand within the desert, a dream without form, without importance, past, present, future, undisturbed, indomitable. Sleep while you dream, dream while you sleep. Do you hear the music? Okay, this was a bad idea. A very bad idea. He turns around, showing his face, and your heart skips a beat. The features of the man you captured have disappeared, and instead you see a very familiar female face. Her intense eyes pierce yours as she advances toward you without ceasing to speak, this time with the voice of Captain Scott herself. That, by the way, guys, is the captain that died on the Genesis. Jane Scott, over the vast darkness where dreams converge, there's no time, there's no life. Men and women cry, the stars have gone out, or perhaps they never existed. He gets closer and closer, being just a couple of steps away from the force field that keeps her confined. Shoot. The beginning of the whole flies fast towards the end as the flutes play so that he does not wake up. They keep him asleep. Do you hear their music? Against all logic, she crosses the force field without suffering the slightest damage and reaches you. You raise the gun, open fire in fear, but the bullets go through her. Scott puts one of her hands on your neck while she stabs you in the abdomen, and you hear her whisper. What are you whispering? Dreams have no form. You fall dead to the ground. Silence welcomes you, and your eyesight gets cloudy. As everything turns black, you can clearly see the figure Scott has been drawn on the walls and distinguish 5 letters between all the symbols. Hydra. An intense breath of air resonates from the bridge as you sit up. You immediately get out of your chair and throw up the dehydrated proteins you ingested this morning. Once again, everything had been a nightmare. Lately, they've been becoming too frequent and especially vivid. All related to that dang tablet you picked up. Get back to work. Oh, good. Well. Let's go and get that recovery done. As I said, we're gonna do this for about 30 minutes. That means we have 5 minutes left. And there we go. 54 kilometers to go. It's not very far at this pace. Something tells me we're gonna have some fighting to do as well.
There it is. We reached the coordinates. May, send the signal to the freighters immediately.
Yes, Captain.
Attention, everyone. We must secure the construction of the docking structure. Notify me of any incoming signal.
Oh, what? What's happening? Oh, I think those are the tow ships, aren't they? I hope, anyway.
Captain, we've been detected.
To the battle stations. We must protect the cargo ships. We will not allow the children of the sun to capture the Genesis.
Yeah, you can absolutely take that to the bank. Alright, one down. Oh my goodness, this thing has some power now. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. No, stay away. Yeah, you're not gonna survive that, dude. Told ya. Oh my goodness, that thing is... Did my rockets do that? I'm afraid they did. I cannot believe I just did that.
Captain Rose's ship has fallen. At this point, we won't be able to dock with the Genesis.
Don't leave your posts. I'll ensure they don't reach you.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
That's good. Oh my goodness, there is absolutely...
Operational objective failed.
Damn it, don't let them capture it.
Enemy reinforcements arriving, Captain.
Oh, good.
I won't let Nardos take the Genesis. It's Scott's ship.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Yeah, that's good, but oh my goodness, there is a lot of enemies.
Sir, we have to get out of here as soon as possible. I know it's hard, but if we don't get out of here now, they'll kill us all.
Damn it.
How
May,
many?
Prepare to jump on my signal. We need to get away from the children's ships.
I am not entirely impressed with that. Oh, how annoying that is. We lost the Genesis. The children of the sun have the Genesis. The best warship in the Interstellar Republic has just been stolen from under your nose. The Genesis is the most powerful ship in the fleet and for decades was the flagship of the Republic. The admired Captain Jane Scott, your mentor, had led it for decades with pride. The Nardos, his assassin, could use the ship against the Republic. Enraged due to unimaginable limits. We were so close. Yeah, we were so close. Now what we're gonna do? Well, first of all, we're gonna go to that distress signal. We have that much time.
Captain, we're receiving an incoming transmission from headquarters.
Seconds after May communicates it to you, you see in your command terminal incoming transmission with the symbol of the Interstellar Republic. It was undoubtedly important. On the screen you can see Admiral Flynn with a concerned face. You're sure it wasn't good news? This is Admiral Daryl Flynn, Interstellar Republic. Answer immediately, Captain North. There is no time for formalities. Vice Admiral Morrison has sent the fleet without my consent to Tacet Stella with the intention of wiping out the Phoenix. The assault has given the alert. Dozens of children of the sun ships are approaching to recover Emperor Narton's destroyer. Go immediately to Tacet Stella. The fleet led by Vice Admiral Mason is still in combat with the last defenses. We must take advantage of the confusion to send a small group to support and ensure the destruction of the Phoenix ship before reinforcements arrive. There's no time to lose.
Crew,
And off we go.
Must finish off the Phoenix before the children's reinforcements reach Tacet Stella.
Dang
Finish
it.
what Scott started.
On your mark, Captain.
Off we go. Yeah, guys, definitely let me know what you think so far of this game. In a way, I have a hard time going back and... Yeah, I don't know if we should start anew or not, but... it looks like we're gonna be fighting for a little bit longer. Counterattack. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is where the big battle took place.
Captains, to your battle stations. We must finish off the Phoenix before the arrival of reinforcements.
Oh, here we go.
Focus fire on their
Oops.
shield generators.
Sorry.
We can't damage it until we disable them completely.
On your mark, Admiral.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Hi there. Oh, stay away from me, you. There we go. So what's our target now? Oh. Over there. Okay, let's get over there. I really like the combination of this all though. So we are shooting at what now? Well, whatever it is we are shooting. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they really don't like us, do they? I'm gonna go more on the shields here.
Captains, the children of the sun are approaching the sector. Destroy the ship immediately.
Well, what do you think we're doing, dude? Okay. Come on. Oh, we should be able to get this. Come on. Now this boost comes at a price because we are losing.
Sir, the generators are down. The Phoenix's hull is unprotected.
Well then.
Concentrate the attack. We don't have much time.
Yeah, no kidding.
The signal
my
from the enemy
goodness.
ships is intensified. They're right on top of you.
Yeah, it's good.
Captain, they're here.
Do not
Oh,
allow
good.
them to recover the Phoenix. We cannot lose this battle.
Oh, don't worry.
Admiral, the children of the sun have recovered the destroyer. There are too many of them. We can't contain them.
Fall back and leave the sector as soon as possible. We must minimize casualties.
Oh man, okay. Off we go. Mission had failed with the Phoenix destroyer in their hands. The children of the sun leave Tacet Stella. As soon as the ship was repaired, it would surely be sent to the front line of combat, greatly increasing the destructive power of its fleet. You must return to headquarters. If anyone should be blamed for that, it was the newly appointed Vice Admiral Mason. Not only had she disobeyed an order from the Admiral, but she had declared an attack without his consent, allowing your enemies to recover one of the largest killing machines in the known universe. Oh, wonderful. Well, that worked well.
Warp jump successful, Captain. We've lost the children's ships.
Yeah, wonderful.
You were so close.
Damn it, we almost had it. If Mason would have completed Flynn's orders, we would have ended with the Phoenix.
Yep.
Let's go back to the HQ. Flynn and the rest of the board of advisors will make sure Mason pays for his insurrection.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna go to this distress signal and see what's going on, because distress signals are kinda important too for a fleet captain. And that will be the last thing that you will see from this. Let's see what happens here. You find a ship that has suffered serious damage. It seemed the whole crew is dead. We board the ship to recover resources and see if there are any survivors. Yeah, let's board
Head to
the ship.
Target. May, prepare boarding protocol.
Alright, let's see. Last time we did that, we got this cursed tablet that causes all kinds of problems. Oh yeah, this is, by the way, the picture mode that you can enter. Ooh. It has a light, look at that. If you want to. But I don't think that's that important at the moment. Okay, let's see, that should become... Up. On the bridge, everyone is looking for a communication. Boarding team ship appears to have suffered an attack. Clear signs of struggle within. One of our soldiers finds several hidden survivors who want to be part of your crew. In addition, the team gets enough resources to make their risk worthwhile. Accepted. Unfortunately, we didn't have much room for new people, so... well, that's that. Well, friends, I do hope that gave you a little bit of an oversight of what this game is all about. And if you want to see more, until next time, NorthernAlex signing off. Thanks for watching.